Hello, friends, and welcome to Tabletop Tonight, the AM edition. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where it may be. I want to thank you all for joining me. This is totally an impromptu thing. I've actually had this topic in my mind for a little while, but I wasn't sure when to stream it. But things happened. Well, things worked themselves out this morning, so I could stream today. So happy to be here. Thank you for joining me. Let me put this thing on over here. I'm back to, hey, there I am. I'm Ruel Gaviolo. Welcome. And I am using StreamYard today. There's a Tabletop Tonight logo. And I want to welcome everyone. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I just said that. Legends is in the house. Beyond Dead 13 is here. Hello, Julie. Hello, Amanda Panda. Jowser, hello. Legends at 7:07. Oh, wow. It's 7 a.m. Aloha, my friend. And good morning to you. Good to see everyone. Legends, go back to bed, right? It's been a while since I streamed on my channel. I've been busy as always, but I feel like I haven't streamed on my actual channel for a while, and I missed it. I really, I've been able to pop in to some streams, like Amanda's stream yesterday. Or was it John's stream? I know it was Amanda's stream yesterday, and some other streams during the week. But I've been in full recovery mode lately. I've been working, but I've been trying to, I don't know what it is. For whatever reason, this when I went out to Florida last week, it really just, my body has not been able to adjust, like, time-wise. Like, it's just weird. Like, I was at Gen Con a couple of weeks ago, and that was like a big trip. That was 10 days where I went to St. Louis first, went to Indy afterwards, and maybe because of the length of the trip, I was able to, I don't know, adjust. But I don't know, this Florida trip just really threw me out of whack. And I've been tired and not sleeping like at my regular times. It's been really weird. But anyways, today I feel like yesterday I was sort of out of it. Today I feel like I'm a little more back in the swing of things. It's been it's been a week, and like, I don't know what it is. It took me an extra long time. Let's see. Richard, hi Richard, thanks for joining us. Good to see you on here. Legend says, this is my third Saturday in a row having breakfast at the beach. Oh, wow, nice. That sounds delightful, my friend. Speaking of breakfast, folks, don't forget, Stream Stacks. What are y'all eating and or drinking? Let me know in the comments below, or in the comments. I always enjoy hearing what y'all are enjoying for your meals. I actually, Michelle and I we were both sort of like tired yesterday and just sort of out of it, and we blame it on the big dinner we had during the Dodger game. We went to our local doghouse and had some pretty big hot dogs and sausages. And I think that's sort of like, that plus the stress of the Dodger game probably put us out yesterday. So we didn't feel like cooking this morning. We went to McDonald's. I hate to admit it, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It was a quick, easy breakfast. Just went to the drive-thru, picked it up, and now we are here. Michelle is got her things to do today. I've got my stuff to do today. Saturday turned out to be sort of busy for us, but I wanted to sneak this in. I want to get this done because I really enjoy hanging out with y'all, talking about games, and I feel like I haven't done it in a while. I did live stream earlier this week on Rado's channel, and that's going to become a regular thing where I do live run-throughs for Rado, and that's a lot of fun, but it's a different format, right? It's a little of different format from what I do here. This is like my channel. Y'all know, if you're here for the first time, welcome. But I see a lot of familiar faces, and y'all know how we're a little more chill here. Rado's got a specific formula that I follow there, which I enjoy. It's great, and I do I love doing run-throughs for him. But this is a different way for me to connect with y'all, and I appreciate your stopping by today. Vault Hunter Arias, hello, good to see you on here. Legends had a raspberry-filled donut, some donut holes with apple juice. Nice. I've got my water. Don't forget to stay hydrated, friends. It's it's important. I haven't been That's another thing. I have not been hydrating that well lately, so that is probably something I need to really pay attention to. All right, Matinee's in the house. That's Richard. He is the owner of Board Game Paradise. Want to congratulate him again on 1 year in business. Kudos, my friend. That is awesome. And they had Richard and their staff had a 1 year anniversary, like birthday celebration at the store there in Redlands, California. Y'all can look it up, Board Game Paradise, Redlands, here in Southern California. Had a great time. The store is, it's I did a Twitch video last year, shortly after they opened. Walk through. It was a lot of fun. It's great having a local game store again. But seeing the transition, like how it's evolved in the last year, it's absolutely amazing. So it's a retail store here in Redlands, California, and they've got all the games, folks. I mean, it's a game store by a gamer. Like Richard's a gamer. He's been around the local area for years, and he used to sell at the Redlands public farmers market. Then he did meetups for years, and now he's got his own store. I'm so happy to see his success and seeing the store evolve from just a retail store, but now he's got an upstairs area where it's an open play area. And I haven't posted the photos yet. Michelle and I went down there last week, and we actually met some friends of ours, Daryl and Lexi there as well, local gamers. And to see the upstairs, folks, they've got this really cool private room along with like the public gaming area, but the private room, I mean, it's got some of the coolest lights and just a custom built table, very thematic. Like if you're into D&D, this is the room you want to play D&D in. And I talked to some of the staff there, just getting to know them, and it's gamers running a store. It's the best thing ever. So check out if you can. That's Board Game Paradise in Redlands, California. Slivers in the house. Hi, Slivers. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you all here. It's been a while since I've streamed here on the channel. I want to thank Vault Hunter Argus for resubscribing on Prime. Folks, don't forget, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free subscription to a channel of your choice. One Twitch channel per month. It's each month you get one free Twitch sub. Appreciate you spending it here, Argus. And I'm just, as a reminder, there, right above there, subscribe if you have Prime. Good to see y'all here. Legend says, Legends, Redlands High was my rival high school when I was in California. Oh, crazy. Yes, a community is amazing. Absolutely right, Richard. 100%. Book of Nerds in the house. Hi, Book of Nerds. Good to see you, John. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. What I'm doing today is I'm just hanging out with y'all. We're going to talk some games. I do have a list that's coming up. I'm going to do a top 10 at 10 today. This is the first 10 games I ever played. And I'm going to do it differently. So I'm going to, normally I rank games like whatever the topic is, 10 through 1 being the best. But I'm going to go backwards this time. I'm actually starting with the very first game. Now, a little disclaimer here. It's not the first games I ever played in my life. Okay, but I couldn't fit the entire title here. These are the first 10 games I played when I got into the hobby and I went to my first public gaming meetup. See, so I couldn't really stretch that. I couldn't really fit that on the screen. So these are the first 10 games I played at my very first public meetup. And I want to shout out Four Color Fantasies here in Rancho Cucamonga. They are a comic book store, our friendly local comic book store that many years ago started hosting open game nights. And Chris Brady is the owner there. Chris is a wonderful human being. They're just celebrating, I think, their 11th or 10th or 11th year in business, Four Color Fantasies. And, it's comic book, it's a comic book store, but they do have some games, and they're so welcoming to us. And, I've made a lot of friends there, played a lot of great games, and I wanted to throw it back to the first 10 games I played there at Four Color Fantasies, because that was the first meetup I've ever gone to. When I got into the hobby in 2015, it was just basically me ordering games off Amazon, introducing them. I mean, I learned them and then teach them to Michelle, my wife, and then eventually our daughter Lauren, and we got into it. As I just fell in love with the hobby, but that was mainly how I got into it. I don't know if that's similar to other people's stories where you get into the hobby and you mainly just play with your family, and then slowly your friends and so forth. But it was mainly my family. It was me, Michelle, and then Lauren, when she was home from school. Was she might have started college by then. I forget. I think she was going to college right when I got in the hobby. Was she? No, oh man, now I forget. But anyways, then I introduced the games to my nephew and nieces, and slowly but surely started getting out there. But it wasn't until, so this was like January of 2015. By September, I'd found BGG. I found Four Color Fantasies. They posted, "Hey, we have a meetup here," and I was like, how do you do this? Do I just show up? And I did one night. It was a chilly September night back in 2015. And it was, I went there, had a good experience, and I kept going back. I became a regular there. My friend Daryl B. Gaiman, who was in chat. Hey, Daryl B. Gaiman. Yes. He was, I met him shortly thereafter. He started coming into Four Color Fantasies as well. We became good friends, and the rest is history. So these are the first 10 games I ever played, and sort of like, not the first 10 games I ever played in my life, right? In my life, probably the first game I have recollection of is actually playing cards with my mom. And my mom, she always shared this funny story. I didn't know this till years later, but I do remember playing cards with my mom, like standard deck of playing cards. But she was actually teaching me and my younger brothers how to do math using cards. So like, the ace is 1 or 11, the face cards are 10. And she would put the cards down and say, how much is this? And be like a 4 and like a 6. And we'd have to do, it's 10, So that's how we learned math, was through cards. And, in our family, poker night, that was game night. So I had poker nights. That was before I discovered board games. It was all poker all the time, hours and hours, days and days. I when I was a younger man, I could do the 24-hour poker trip. No sweat in Vegas, no problem. Nowadays, probably not my jam. Even 24-hour board games, I need my sleep. I enjoy my sleep, and I enjoy getting rest. But I would love to hear y'all's origin stories, right? Let me know in the chat as we go along here what your first games you've played, and whether it's public meetups or with your families or whatever. Love to hear it. I'm always interested in origin stories, because this is what gaming is all about, right? We are a community of gamers, and we love this hobby, and I always enjoy hearing your stories. So, yeah, I'm going to catch up and chat here. Thank you, Richard. Yes, Richard says, so crazy to think what we've accomplished in a year. So fun to be a part of it. Appreciate your kind words. Community is amazing. Yes. And Richard, yeah, his store really took off this last year, along with my pivot in my career. I came up as a technical writer. I did that for years, but slowly but surely I started looking for work in the board game industry. I was doing work more behind the scenes, like writing, and I did marketing stuff, write articles for companies. But once the pandemic hit, I totally pivoted to this live streaming thing, and it's been nothing but a good thing, a great thing for me. I'm really appreciative of being able to work in this industry. I love the hobby, and I thank you all for your support as well. So let me see, what else do we got here? Oh wow, Richard used to collect Monopoly boards. That's amazing. Yeah, right. So I know I've had a couple of Monopoly sets throughout my lifetime. I don't collect them, but I know I've had a couple of boards, and like the original Monopoly I had, lost it as a kid, or just as you grow up. I thought I had like either a dog Monopoly or something like that, or it could have been like beer Monopoly or something. But what it do, baby dudes? Hey, Sir Bears was in the house. Hi. Happy Saturday. Good to see you, Steph. And GB Glazer, thank you for joining us. GB Glazer says, first games I ever remember playing were Old Maid and Go Fish. My grandma, yes. Go Fish was, we never played Old Maid for whatever reason. Excuse me, but we played Go Fish, War, and then when I was a little older, we played Hearts. So that was like my first trick-taking game. But I was never good at Hearts. I'm not a very good trick-taking player, but I enjoy it. The Crew, I love. I know that's my buddy Daryl's favorite game. Let's see. And I'm totally joking. Daryl's not a co-op fan. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate it. Yeah, with StreamYard, I don't get the notifications. I've got to go back to this one. Olympian, thank you for the sub, my friend. I appreciate it. You subscribed for 1 month in tier 1. I'm going to give you an analog alert, Olympian, because that's how we roll here on the channel. Folks, if you're new here, we do analog alerts. I'll have an alert. Not only did Olympian subscribe, but Vault Hunter Argus also resubscribed. So we're going to put a renew and a new subscription. Thank you, friends, so much for your support. It means a lot. And we have some new followers, too. It's been, I got to shout out some of the followers, Foster Meeple, Mr. Maestro, Gaming Unplugged, and so many others. Thank you so much. We do have Felicia the Followfish as well, another one of our analog alerts. This is Felicia the Followfish. She shows up whenever there's a new follower, swims around, says hello, and then she swims away. And all of us, including y'all in chat, we say, bye, Felicia. Thank you all for the follows. Much appreciated. We are going to be getting to the topic on hand, the first 10 games I ever played. In just a second here. Vault says, my first couple of board games outside of the obvious ones like Monopoly, chess, and checkers, Last Night on Earth and Betrayal at House on the Hill. Betrayal on the House on the Hill is one of my earliest. It may be on this list. We shall see. Sir Bearsworth, Loteria, yes, that is still gets regular play in my family. Man, it's been a while since Michelle and I actually played that. There was an event we went to. It was like down in LA somewhere. It's like this really cool event. I think it might have been put on by Yelp, and they had a game of Loteria there. Thank you for all the bye Felicias, by the way, and also the au revoir. My French is so terrible. Flying Frog is my favorite publisher. Oh, cool. Last Night on Earth, Brimstone are incredible. Yes, Olympia, nice. Deadpan's in the house. Hi, Deadpan. Thanks for joining us. Friends, we're going to start talking about the first 10 games I ever played. But yeah, feel free to keep dropping those games. We're gonna hang out and chill and talk for a while. Let's share the screen that I have here. The first game on my list, and again, these are I'm going in what's not alphabetical, chronological order. So the first game I played when I went to my very first gaming meetup in September 2015 is Dragon Run. This is a game by Bruno Cathala and Ludwig Barbe. Now, see, when I got in the hobby, I had no idea what all that stuff was, all this meant. I had no idea who Bruno was. I had no idea what a push your luck game was or a take that or variable player powers. But this has it in spades. And this one will always hold a special place in my heart because it was the first game I ever played at a public gaming meetup. And, for a while, I tried to play this game like once a year, just as a throwback, hey, this is the game that got me in the hobby. And I try to play it every September, but that's sort of fallen off just because we haven't had meetups and so forth. In Dragon Run, you play, you each have, it's basically a dungeon crawl, but it's card based. It's push your luck. You're trying to go down there, collect treasures. And as you collect treasures, there are certain cards that trigger the dragon meeple here. And you can take damage, and if you take 2 damage, I think you're out of the game, or you lose your treasures and stuff. It's a really simple game. It's fun. It's it's been replaced by so many other push your luck games. But here's a fun fact: I'll never get rid of this game. I played it. I don't remember the last time I played it. It's been a while, but probably with my niece or nephew. But it's just one of those things. It's got sentimental value. I cannot. Like, I have my copy of Pandemic. I won't get rid of that. That's sentimental value. I have my copy of Ticket to Ride. Never get rid of it. And Dragon Run is one of those. Would I recommend it? It's a filler, 20 minutes. It's not a bad game. I just feel like there's so many better push your luck games out there that we play now. And but as here's some of the cards. Like each one, you each take a character here, and they have different abilities, which is cool. And you're collecting these cards. You're just drawing at the top of the deck, and these are worth gold, 4 gold, 3 gold, 2 gold, 1 gold. If you get the dragon, they don't have the dragon card. Well, yeah, there's stuff here. The dragon card, burns you, and you take 1 damage. You flip your card over, you flip it again, your game is over. Simple game, fun little filler, but been replaced these days by other games that feature that mechanism. So Dragon Run from Blue Orange Games. I don't even know if it's still in print, honestly. It is a game from 2014. It's a little older as far as board games go, but that is my number one, the first game I ever played at my local gaming meetup. So these are, if you're just joining us, folks, these are my first 10 games I ever played, with the disclaimer that these are the games that I played at my first local gaming meetup, because I'd already played a good chunk of games up until this time with my family as I got into the hobby. So this is back in many years ago in 2015. Let me check comments real quick here. Bruno's Olympian's favorite designer. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Bruno Cathala as well. Bruno is a terrific designer. GB Glazer talking about Star Wars CCG. Yep, they're worth so much. I might have had a copy of that Star Wars CCG, but I don't think I ever played it. Steph says, first game I remember, memory, yes, memory, yeah, right, where you just laid out the cards, you flip one over at a time, trying to match pairs. I totally remember that. Friends played Magic. Yes, I did play Magic back in the day, but I never caught the bug like other folks. I remember a group of friends of mine got into Magic, but that was around the time when I was really getting into poker. Like that's when we did poker nights, and yeah, I would play Magic now. I just the whole that whole like the collectible card aspect of it has no appeal to me whatsoever. But I know that things are different now, so maybe I should give it a shot. WWE, the card game. Of course, Sir Bearsworth would be the WWE. Nice. MTG was my favorite. Never got bit by the wrestling bug. May have smelled what the Rock is cooking. Yes. Beyond Dead says, I was deep into Star Wars CCG in middle school as well, up to the Middle Empire. Cool. Overpowered, Magic. Oh, and Netrunner. Nice. All right. Let's go move on. So my number 2. Let's move on. Thank you again for hanging out with us, folks. The number 2 game, and let me get it up ready on the screen here. This one, I'm curious to see if anyone's ever played this or even heard of it. Because obviously, at the time, this point of the hobby, these were all new to me. This one, like, totally blew me away. And this is second game I ever played when I got into the hobby. Swashbuckler, a game of swordplay and daring do. If you can see here, right here, this game was created in 1980. So that's 20, 30, over 30 years ago, friends. And I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but it was actually really fun. It's a old school programming game. What you're doing is you're programming your character to fight, and you're just beating up other characters. Here in the description, it says it's a little bit like Rover Rally. So there is some of that chaos of where the heck am I going? What am I doing? You're like fighting the air sometimes, which is hilarious. But I should have downloaded a picture. Okay. Oh, here someone did it with Legos. The original game was just like very flat, chits and so forth, and you on your little pad of paper, you would actually write what moves you do. Like it gives you a list of moves to do: jump, fight, parry, defend, and so forth. This was a fun game. I'd never done anything like it. But my friend, who became eventually my friend, the guy who brought it, Jesse, he had pimped out his copy. He blinged it out. So it had like all kinds of, is this it? Did I put this picture? No. Okay. This is similar to what my buddy did. He made little miniatures or had little miniatures, and that's how we played it. It was fantastic. It was so cool. Let me hydrate real quick. So for me, first time being in the hobby, my mind just blown away by what this guy had done to his copy. And it was a fun little game. And here's the thing. You just program, you go until one fighter is remaining. This game was eventually remade into, re-implemented. No, here it is. If you ever heard of this game, this is what it became. Dragon and Flagon. Where is it? Was it called Dragon and Flagon? The Dragon and Flagon? Yeah, there it is. I think it was Jeff Engelstein. Is that him? Yes, Jeff Engelstein and team. They eventually remade Swashbuckler into Dragon Flagon. So I don't know if it's a straight remake. I think it was like inspired by, right? Because it's the same, like very similar. Hey, and this is cool. They actually have like little cardboard tables with the food stuff. It's the same game basically. They inspired by or just a strict retheme, or not even retheme. They're still. Yeah, I mean it's not pirates. You're just like adventurers in fighting each other. It's funny because you could like throw food at each other, like have a big food fight, jump on like a chandelier and swing. It's if you're a big fan, like back in the day, Errol Flynn, that type of. That's how it reminded me of. But then of course, like modern day Pirates of the Caribbean, that type of stuff. So that's Dragon and Flagon. But the number 2 game that I had played, which Dragon and Flagon is based on, Swashbuckler. A game of swordplay and daring do. Let me catch up on comments. Oh, is it 40 years? Oh my gosh, 20. Oh my God, yeah. Me and my math. 40 years. Board to play. Hi, board to play. Good to see you on here. Olympia. Now I feel old because that's close to the year I was born. Yeah, the GB Laser, right? One of the best subtitles in gaming history. A game of swordplay and daring do. And I made sure to do the daring do correct because like that's how it's spelled, and that's how the capitalization is done as well, or lack of. Hey, Argus, thanks for dropping in. Have a good day at work, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's move on here. So that was my number 2. And we are looking at the first 10 games I ever played in my local gaming meetup. Let me get this one. And this one, okay. So I never got a copy of Swashbuckler, but I did eventually get a copy of Dragon Run because it's sentimental value. Another one, sentimental value. The third game I ever played, Taluva. I don't know why this game doesn't get more love. Maybe because it's been out of print a few times. They do have a deluxe game now, deluxe version, but this is the standard version here. It's a tile laying game, but it's 3D. Oh, it's so good. Really good. Oh, who designed this? It's not the good doctor, is it? No, Marcel Andre Casola Merkel. Sorry about butchering your name. You lay down tiles, you're building up the island. What you're trying to do are build these, I think they're temples, these big ones here. And the first one to put out there's a certain number that triggers. But what's cool is the tiles that you place, you'll notice there's some like volcanoes here, like a fire. Those destroy stuff when you place them on other pieces. So you can totally hose your opponents. It's a little more take that than other tile lane. For a tile lane, it's very interactive, which looking back now, I didn't know anything about the hobby then, but now I was like, oh, okay, I like this. I like this a lot. It's an abstract game at its heart, but so good. Let me see if there's any other pictures here. Yeah, it's got the pieces are like they're hexagonal, but it's like 3. If you'll see here, they're like 3 in 1. Whoops. I'm not good at these close-up shots like Rado is. Yeah, here's a tile here. It's composed of 3 tiles rather than 1. And you place them down. You're trying to match up similar, terrains, and each time you lay one down, you're going to place a piece. So you start with these little tents, and then I think they go to settlements, and then you eventually get the temple that you're trying to build. But yeah, it's area control, a little bit of take that tile lane. If you're into tile layers, this is an oldie but a goodie. And I need to, we have not played this on stream yet. I still have my copy because I love it so much, and I haven't played in a while. I need to teach. I don't think I've taught Michelle this either, so I'm gonna have to bring this on stream sometime. GB, that is a great idea. Daring do should be a secret word. I like that. Board to play, always have my eye on this one. But yeah, highly recommend. Great tile layer game. Haven't seen any of these first 3. Oh, Jowser, yeah, these are these so far. You'll notice some titles coming up real soon. I've got some ones that are a little more popular. But that's my number 3, Taluva. Let me catch up on chat here. Get another drink. Okay. Tontaloris. Hi, Tontaloris. Thanks for joining us. Talking about the first 10 games I ever played, and these are the ones I played at my local gaming group. So number 4, I haven't looked at this list in a while, and I'm so happy that this is here because this game is still one of my all-time favorites. And I'm so happy this was the 4th game I ever played at my local gaming meetup. Samurai. From the good doctor, Dr. Knizia. Reiner Knizia, a classic game. Another abstract game. It's funny that I would choose another abstract game, and it is you do lay down hexagon tiles, area control, area majority, and set collection. You go until you placed all the tiles, and whoever has the majority in 2 of the 3 different types. I think it's religion, military, and farming or agriculture. There's 3 of those. The player that has the majority, 2 of the 3 wins. Then there's tiebreakers, of course. It's a brilliant abstract. It's a perfect example of why I love Reiner Knizia. His games like this, few minutes to learn, but so much strategy, so much depth to it. Absolutely love this. Derby Gaming, yes. Tough decisions, so good. Absolutely, my friend. Yeah, we played this several times, Daryl and I. I tried to play this. Actually, no, Michelle and I played this recently on stream. We did play on stream. Really enjoyed it. I try to play this game. I need to play this game more often. That's what I'm trying to say. I love this game. Thank you, Slivers, for the bits, folks. Slivers has cheered 100 bits. And friends, if you're here for the first time, welcome, because we do things different. We do analog alerts here. And whenever someone spends bits on the channel, we bring out our friend from Hibernation, Benny the Bit Spare. Thank you, Slivers, for spending 100 bits. Friends, you spend bits. I come out of hibernation and say hello to everyone. You know what? Let's sing a song. This may sound like an Elton John song, but it is my song. Benny and the bits, 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 bits. Bump, bump, ba-dum, bump. Thanks, Slivers, for spending the bits. Slivers says, so many beautiful Ruel smiles when he sees and remembers every game. Yeah, this is really a walk down memory lane. I love seeing these games. I love sharing these with y'all. Samurai, if you have not played it, please do. It's wonderful. I think this is the OG version. This is one I have from Rio Grande. Fantasy Flight currently has it. I don't know if it's still in print, but you can find it used quite often. It goes on sale, but wonderful game. Abstract. Dr. Knizia, he's a master. He's a genius. But yeah, good to see my cousin. Yeah, Sir Bearsworth. Yeah. Yay, Benny. Richard, it is Samurai. Samurai, the board game. They had a card game as well. I don't know anything about that. But yeah, this is if you've played, let me think. Blue Lagoon. This is similar to Blue Lagoon. It doesn't have as much set collection, but it does have that battle. Actually, no, what am I saying? Blue Lagoon's different. Blue Lagoon's also tile lane, but Knizia is a genius. That's all I'm going to say. Samurai from right now from Fantasy Flight Games and originally, by the good Dr. Knizia. So that's my number 4 game. Again, thank you for joining me, friends. Let's move on to number 5. Okay, this game I played exactly one time in my life. And it wasn't a bad game. Wow, okay, it's another tile laying game. Now look at it. This is number 5th game I ever played. Lost Valley, the Yukon Goldrush, 1896. I really don't remember much about this game. I do remember laying tiles. Yeah, the triangle-like tiles, or diamonds. Wow, what do I remember? You travel down the river here. It is based on a Yukon Gold Rush. You're trying to collect gold. Has anyone played this? I honestly don't remember it. I remember playing it, with my soon-to-be friends at the local game meetup, but it never really, there's a lot of bits. It never really stuck with me, and I never felt the need to play it again. But let's see what BGG says. 45 minutes. Tile placement. Okay, here you go. Klondike Stout. Yeah, Explorer. Everlasting. I'm sure this is really lovely to watch. Let's all read together, right? Yeah, it was about a 45-minute game, from what I remember, about an hour, and you get the gold nuggets and stuff. But yeah, it was one of those games that it just. I was at that point where I really, I was just so excited to play games, and this one I was excited to play as well. It was new, but it just never really stuck with me. Let's see. Oh, wow. GB Blair said this is why I need to make it to a con. Games like this are beyond out of print. Just looked up and I'm assuming that's for Samurai, or is it for the Lost Valley? Still have it, but I haven't played in a long time. Oh, Chopper Dan. Hi, Chopper Dan. Excuse me. Yeah, so Lost Valley. Excuse me. Publisher's Panasaurus. Oh, I wonder if Panasaurus is still putting this out. Yeah, I really don't remember. I remember we played it was 3 or 4 players. You do, yeah. Tools, dynamite, timber to get gold. Here's some of the look at the board. Yeah. Anyways, not much more to say about that. Let's move on, shall we? My number 6 game that I played. I went to my first local game meetup. Here's a story about this one. Wow, you know what? I just realized, okay, I got a lot of tile layers here. Number 6 is Carcassonne. I had Carcassonne I could have been a contender. I could have been into the hobby a lot sooner. But because I had Carcassonne, I bought it around 2003, 4, 5, I don't know, around that time. I thought it was interesting. I don't know. I don't remember how I discovered it. I bought it and just sat in my garage for years. Years. I'm surprised I didn't throw it out. I think it's because I never played it. I just sat in my garage. I looked up info on BGG, actually. Download a player rate. I just never got into it. This was when I was into poker. So I was more into playing poker at the time. This sat around for years. And when I eventually went up to this meetup in my neighborhood, I asked one of the guys, I asked them, hey, have y'all ever played Carcassonne? And they said, yeah. And I had my copy. I asked them, would y'all mind playing it? Because I've never played it. And I've had it for like 20 years. And they said, of course. And we played it. I really enjoyed it. It's, back in the time, it was revolutionary, right? It was, it redefined as one of the classics now. But I'd never played it. And so it was funny to play this after playing the other games, right? That I've talked about. Taluva, Samurai, even that Lost Valley one. These are all tile laying games. So it was interesting to play. I still have my copy. It's another one of those games I won't get rid of. Wonderful game. A classic. It's Beyond Dead says, this was the second games match I got when I started buying. The first was Pandemic. Yeah, it's Pandemic. That was the game that got me into the hobby. So yeah, this is a real treat to be able to actually play my copy at my local gaming meetup for the first time after I, sat on that copy for for years. Classic tile laying. It paved the way, folks. Paved the road, as you can see here, right, for other tile laying games. Let us move on, shall we? Number 7, the 7th game. Oh, okay. 7th game. Now, this game, I know I played this before I went to my local gaming meetup, but I always brought it. I played this first with Michelle, my wife, our daughter Lauren, and our nephew and nieces. Sushi Go. Classic. Another classic card drafting game. Set collection. Pick a card, play it face down, reveal it, then pass the cards around. Trying to collect sets of delicious sushi. Oh, this is an older version right here, or this is an alternative version. Oh, look at that. Someone created their own. Let's go back to the OG here. There it is. Collect maki, tempura, desserts, and dim sum, all kinds of good stuff. Love, love, love this game. When I brought it to my meetup, I don't know. I think most of the guys that I played it with had already played it. But it was nice. It was neat. It was a treat for me to bring it in. It might have been the first game I taught at a meetup. So, yeah, a classic. We love Sushi Go Party now because it just has more stuff. But this is still good. Yeah. Board play. Such a classic. Wife played it without me. Told me we need to grab the big box of Carcassonne. I'm assuming. Yes. Yep. Jowser. So good. So, you're right. It has so many different types of cards to throw in there. Love Sushi Go. Still played to this day. Wonderful game. So that's my number 7 games that I first played when I got into the hobby here and started playing at my local gaming meetup. Okay. That's another game I've not played again since I first played it. But I would like to give it a shot because it's Wurfel Bohnanza. Wurfel Bohnanza is the dice version of Uwe Rosenberg's classic Bonanza. And I had no idea what I was doing at the time. And here's why I did not play this game again. I love chucking dice. I love it. But if you look at these dice, I don't know if you can tell, but these are not colorblind, or I didn't think they were colorblind friendly at the time. I had trouble with the colors, but now I'm looking at them. Maybe I could have distinguished them by the icons. But at the time, I was like sort of overwhelmed. I was like rolling all these dice. I'm trying to match stuff up, and I liked it. I didn't love it. And that's how I feel about Bonanza, the card game, the original. I like it. I don't love it. For me, the card game, what always throws me off about the card game is you get your cards. You cannot shuffle them in your hands. You have to keep them in your hands. Like, I'm going to go to Bonanza, see if it's there. Bonanza. Cards. Do they have, show the cards in a hand? Oh, wait, here. Excuse me, I'm still waking up, folks. When you have the Bonanza cards, you cannot shuffle them around. As a poker player, just a card player for my whole life, I always want to group them by suits or types. And you can't do that because there's a specific way you have to take the cards out and put them in. That drives me crazy. And I just, the game is good. Bonanza is good. Don't get me wrong. Wurfel Bohnanza is probably more my jam because it's just roll dice chucking. But I haven't played it again. No one has it. I believe it's another out of print game or it's a rare game. But Chopper Dan loves it. Okay, cool. Yeah, Chopper Dan enjoys it more than the original. Nice. But yeah, Jowser, it's so unnatural after playing to shuffle and reorder, right? I always do that. And the few times I played Bonanza, I know I've always made that mistake. So that's what it gets frustrating. But Wurfel Bohnanza, I would like to try this again. But no one I know has a copy. One of these days, we'll get back to it. That's number 8. Let's move on to my number 9 game that okay, here's. I feel like I'm saying this a lot, but another classic. First time I played this was at the game store. It's the 9th game I ever played. Tokaido from Antoine Bowser. Who publishes it now? Is it still Funforge? I believe Funforge or Asmodee. Oh, this is the new cover, actually. Yeah, this is the new anniversary cover. It's been around. Wait, how long has it been around? 10 years at least? 2012, yeah, almost 10 years, 9 years. Such a pleasant game. This is the word that I always, it seems like everyone uses to describe this. You're walking along, going the old road towards the old capital of old Tokaido Road. You and your fellow travelers are just on vacation, taking a road trip, walking, stopping off, encountering people, eating, buying souvenirs. It's so chill. I love this game. Big hit with a family. I do enjoy it more with the expansion, though. Expansion adds a little gambling to it, which is fun. It gives you more options as well. But as you walk along the path, you take a stop at the inn so you can rest, and you eat. And it's a set collection. Tons of different stuff to collect. Most points at the end of games based on money wins. You can stop at a temple to donate money. You can eat different types of food, collect souvenirs, and each player starts with a different amount of money and I think abilities as well. Oh, it's stuck around many years for a good reason, folks. It's so excellent. Outstanding game. It's on the lighter end, of course, but as you'll notice, like most of these games that I've played, as I was getting into the hobby, right, they're a little lighter. Because that's what people brought to the game night, and I was glad because it was easy for me to get in the hobby because of it. Joust says, I wish anyone in my group liked this game because Big Box Collector is still sealed. Oh, wow. The Big Box Collectors, is that the one with the big pieces, chunky pieces? Oh my gosh. I know someone has the big, I think it was Amanda Panda. She has the Takanoko Collector's Edition, which I've always wanted to play. I've seen it, but I haven't played it yet. Beyond that reminds me I have the app for this game. Never put it on my new one. Oh, new phone. Yeah, the app is wonderful as well. Great animations. I just love the experience of playing this game. It's so chill, and I like that mechanism. Whoever's in last place, they get to go first, so you can leap over people to get the spots you want. But if you haven't played it, folks, it's a light set collection game, but it's absolutely wonderful. But love. Panda, it says, yeah, it's my brand. Gotta have the giant Takanoko. That's right. That's number 9, Tokaido. All right. I'm going to do a quick little review. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. It's been a while since I've streamed here on my channel, so thank you for hanging out with me today. First 10 games I ever played, and these are the ones I played at my local game meetup, in chronological order. First one I played, Dragon Run. Second, Swashbuckler, a game of swordplay and daring do. 3 is Taluva. 4 is Samurai. 5, something I haven't played again ever since, Lost Valley, the Yukon Goldrush, 1896. Carcassonne, so number 6. Number 7, Sushi Go. Number 8, Wurfel Bohnanza. Number 9, Tokaido. And now the number 10, the 10th game I ever played at my local gaming meetup, and a game I still have and still ranks very highly in my personal rankings. I played this game many times, especially solo. 10th game I ever played was Tiny Epic Galaxies from Gamelin Games by Scott Alms, one of my favorite designers. I had no idea what the heck I was doing when I first played this game. This one was so foreign to me. You know, I was like, wait, what? This is such a small game, but I have these cool little spaceships, and I'm flying out to the galaxy, trying to colonize planets, doing all this stuff, rolling dice. Like, what the heck? And then, wait, what? On my turn, I can do the action that you did? I can follow by spending culture? Oh, I so lost that first time, but the second time playing, I was like, oh, things started to click. Then I was like, you know what? I found a used copy on BGG, bought that. Loved it. Insta love. Started soloing. It's a wonderful solo game. I've streamed it a few times on here on Twitch, and every time it's such a fun game, folks. Highly recommend. So good. Tiny Epic Galaxies. I really enjoy that follow mechanism. I think that's what really does it for me, because it keeps you involved right in the game, no matter what turn. And I love the little spaceships and stuff, and sci-fi. I'm a sci-fi geek. I love the theme. So that is Tiny Epic Galaxies, the 10th game I ever played when I got into the hobby. Thank you again for joining me, folks. Let's hang out a little bit, check on chat. Then we'll find someone to raid as well, right? Can I raid someone? Yeah. Thanks for the reminder to hydrate as well, Vault's Hunger. I don't know if Vault is still here, but thank you for that. Let's see. Panda says Parks definitely replace Tokaido for me. Yeah, Parks is excellent. Parks is very similar to that, walking along and collecting stuff. A little deeper than Tokaido. I prefer the theme of Tokaido because I love to eat. I love to go on vacation. And I just, I love Japan. I'll never get rid of this game. There's so much good about this game. Parks, I'd probably choose to play if I had a choice. Yeah, I think I would choose Parks. I haven't played the expansion yet on Parks yet, but Tokaido with the expansion, excellent. I'm out of water. Book of Nerds starting soon. Let's raid Book of Nerds. Let's see. GB Glazer also said the Parks hit the nail on the head. Yeah, Parks, it's excellent. Have you all played Parks with the expansion yet? I haven't played that one. I have Parks. I played Parks, but I haven't played the expansion yet. Let's see. So yeah, again, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with me as I talked about the first 10 games I ever played. Appreciate it. We'll hang out for a few more minutes and hopefully raid John. Let me get this here. Get ready for the raid. What time is it? John's going to be playing cribbage, right? Is this his cribbage morning? John's going to be playing cribbage. Well, I should probably mute that. Yeah, I know it's pretty. Technicolor, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Technicolor. Appreciate it. Thank you, Olympian. Good to see y'all here. Folks, if you're here for the first time, my name's Ruel Gaviola, and I do a bunch of stuff on the internets. You can find me on Good Looking Kickstarters with Becca Scott every 2 weeks. But every week I am hanging out with Rado on his channel, the R&R Show, where we talk about different games, top 10 lists, and so forth. I just recorded an episode with Becca for Good Looking Kickstarters. It's going to be a lot of fun, and no spoilers, but we might have like some special effects going on. I got a sneak preview of it. The producer sent it over, and it's pretty funny. Let's see. Thank you, Amanda, for doing all the shout outs. I appreciate that. Jowser, one of the things I enjoyed after being in the hobby for a while is development of themes over time. Yes. Dominion for deck building. Yes. That's so true, Jowser. Great point, by the way. Was Dominion my first deck builder? Yes. Dominion quickly fall. No, you know what? I take that back. I played Star Realms first. Love Star Realms. I still have Star Realms on my phone. It's my no-brainer app. Like if I just want to sit there and no brain a game, Star Realms. Love it. So good. And Dominion, Really enjoy that game. And I've actually traded away and given away Dominion twice, and both times replaced it with another copy. I just got a copy from Gerald B. Gaming, actually. He gave me his old copy when he upgraded his, and I was like, dang it, I want it back. I really want Dominion back. It's a classic. I'd rather play like Trains, Star Realm, actually Trains or Clank. Those are the two like I always talk about. I like deck building with like a board, something else besides a deck building mechanism. Oh yeah, Amanda. Yeah, I know. We played Star Realms before, haven't we, Amanda? Online. Hero Realms. I got the beta version. I didn't. I don't think I did. I back it. I don't remember. But hopefully, get a copy of Hero Realms is excellent. I love. I have the Hero Realms analog, but not the digital. The digital, I just had the beta, but the Hero Realms analog, yeah, loved it. The only thing about Hero Realms, a really minor gripe, just the art didn't do it for me as much as Star Realms. Like I feel like, Star Realms, the art was it's bolder and brighter to my eyes and just easier for me. Hero Realms, I feel like when I'm playing it's either the print's smaller or the colors are funky for my eyes. I'm not really sure, but I do enjoy the gameplay of Hero Realms. So nice to have a nap. Yeah, so totally. I think Lorena will be doing some crafting as well. Oh, cool. On John's stream. We'll wait for John to go on online to stream, and then we'll raid John. Let's if y'all haven't followed John yet, Book of Nerds, he's awesome. Is he live? Just went live. Okay, cool. We are going to go live, or we're going to raid John right now. Let me get the setup. Friends, thank you. I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for spending part of your day with me here today. I will be back next week. I've got a Tuesday stream for Rahdo. I need to learn the game this weekend. I am learning the game right now. Roll Camera with the expansion, which is on Kickstarter now. I'm going to do a live playthrough on Rahdo's channel on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Rahdo and I are talking games. And then that same day, the episode of Good Looking Kickstars that I recorded with Becca is going live as well. So please tune in. Thursday, I know I got something Thursday, but Friday, for sure, Michelle and I are going to be streaming Birdwatcher over on Aw Shucks. So the Shut Up and Sit Down virtual convention. We've been invited to be part of it. We've got a sponsored stream with Oni Press. We're playing Birdwatcher. It looks like Wingspan, but it's not. And it's a beautiful game, card-driven game. A lot of fun, a little more accessible than Wingspan, I believe. And we're going to live stream that on Friday next week. So please join us for that. Thank you again, folks, for the first 10. Let's raid John. I'm going to start the raid right now. And let me see if I can do it right. Y'all have a great day. Let's raid John. And I will see y'all later. Have a wonderful weekend, folks. Thank you again, and take care. Bye now.